go.
The real selfie sticks, that's it.
Okay, I'm going to update it real quick so you'll get everyday points. This is start giving you more points.
Alright.
Okay, 213. Try one more. Oh, wait, well, it's okay. Oh, it says tender cannot be processed. Did you put the right pin in? Try again.
How much would these be if you buy one, get one, 50% off? Buy one at $1.80.
You must have keyed it in wrong.
Yeah, maybe.
There you go. Hi, welcome to LeafGreen.
Alright, thank you. Alright. I'm curious how that turned out in the Twitch stream, especially since I had to get disconnected there for a second. And now my hands are full, which makes it kind of hard to play. Yeah. Oh. Okay, gotta go walk in the mart to get the parasol. Hey, you come from Palatine, right? You know Professor Oak, right? His order's coming. Come take this. His order's coming, so I'm gonna trust some random kid to deliver it back to him. I mean, it'd be one thing if he knew my name, thus implying that he's met me before, and thus he knows I can be trusted, but the fact that it says, hey, you, and doesn't, I mean, like, the little touch would have changed the scenario a whole lot from him giving the package to someone he knows Professor Oak trusts, instead of just giving it to some random kid who happens to walk in the store who seems to be from Ballatown. They're gonna walk down here. Bop. Oh, really? I think I'm just gonna run from this one because I don't want too much experience before I actually start catching things, so that'll make catching things difficult. Run away. I can't hear. See you. Ooh, okay. I'm kind of worried. Definitely gonna check out what you guys are saying in the stream afterwards. Something for me? Oh, it's offline. Yeah, sorry. I was just in the building. Gramps, I almost forgot. Oh, right. I have a request for you two. But I wish the telephone technology was out when the right looking. I was like, he's gay. I have no idea what you guys are talking about because these messages keep coming and going. Jake received the Pokedex from Professor Oak. At some point I should probably actually look up what the laws on radio broadcasts are. Let's catch a quick Pokedex, tools, wise Pokemon, Pokeballs, blah blah blah. I'll set this down for a second. Oh, hello. Yeah. Question mark? I really wish my proper chat client would actually work right now. That's my dream, but I'm too old. Don't want to get faithful, moving around too. Great undertaking. Leave it all to me, blah blah. Hate to say it, but it won't be necessary. I know I'll borrow a town map from yeah. That would be yeah. The town map thing would be more meaningful if this region was actually a bit more of a maze, but I don't know. It's not like, I mean, realistically, wouldn't you be able to buy another town map if, you know, the game just let you? Like, the assume shops technically sell one, you just don't have the option because you're supposed to get one from Gary's sister, and that'd be redundant game code. Much like how I bet there's more than 2 buildings in every town. Hope you can hear me okay. I have no idea. I have no way of checking. Did I hit B instead of A? Yes, I did. Yeah, GB. Yeah, I am playing a Game Boy Advance game on Android. The specific emulator I'm using is called My Boy. The version you have to pay for because I wanted to have Link support. And if you're playing with a friend, your friend doesn't need to pay for it, but at least whoever's hosting the game does. Yeah, I'll pick on notification. Something from Gmail. Oh, Twitch plays Pokemon just went live. Probably be careful about bringing up my notifications in the middle of the stream. Actually, something I should probably do is none. Yeah, indefinitely until I tell you to. Ah. I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna try to at least move a little bit while in the middle of doing things, but. I bet that's not something people usually do. Try to do laundry and stream at the same time. I'm definitely a unique individual. Probably better if I. Come on. All right. Great. I wish the mobile streaming app let you do layouts so I can put an AFK sign on the stream. But I'm doing the best I can here. Almost there. Okay, there we go. It should be back now. So that was. At least in this spot that's away from other people, so I'm not accidentally broadcasting too many people. Alright, here we go. Keep track of the time now. So. Hey, anyone still there? Because I have no idea. Really wish I could check the chat log, but I won't know. I won't know what anyone was saying until after the stream. Oh, Nightbot worked. Okay, so Nightbot actually does work. That's good to know. Yay! However you pronounce that, school or whatever. Good to know that you're here. Because as you can tell, I can't check the goddamn log. I'll have to get that sorted out. I forget. Does Professor give you Pokeballs in this one? I forget. Now I'm kind of regretting not naming myself in all caps because it didn't match the rest of the menu. Oh, there we go. Pokeball. Dun dun dun. Wild Rattata. I don't normally use Rattata myself. In fact, I don't normally use normal types in general, but I don't know why. Use Tail Whip. But I still catch them anyway, just because I catch them all, right? Or at least pretend like you're able to catch them all. Got you, Rattata. I'm making Joey proud. Rattata bites anything when it attacks. Small and very quick, it comes sight in very. I looked it up right now, but my screen has to be taken up by the game. What base speed sets actually are. Because I'm pretty sure there's a multitude of Pokemon quicker than you, right? I'm gonna name him Petey. And I have and I know the odds that the odds that any given person's watched Unforgotten Realms is very low, but I do highly recommend checking it out. Like, just go look Unforgotten Realms up on YouTube at some point. But Petey, the undead deer rat, doesn't look too friendly. Doesn't look too friendly. Can I keep him? Give me one pretty. Anyway, Ember. Die, Petey, die. Oh, he's faint. No, actually, I want to catch it. Casey, use Pokeball. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Gotcha, Pidgey. Yeah, it's hard to chug a drink and talk at the same time. Pokedex. Come inside in the forest, blah. You can read every Pokedex entry and be here all day. Actually, I might go back and read that. I think I might name him Bird Jesus in. Yep, damn it, if I quit pushing the B button by accident. It's because if I play with the status bar open, the B button's a little left, that's why. Now, hold on. I'm trying to name things in all caps because the rest of the game likes to do that. Nope, damn it. Who knew naming the Pokemon could be such a challenge? Bird. G. Okay, Bird Jesus reference Twitch Plays Pokemon. Okay, so what was that Pokedex entry? May as well read it. Common sight in forest and woods, it flaps its wings at ground level and kicks up blinding sand. And my tactic of choice. Though I hear that tactic's frowned upon at tournaments. I'm not sure if it's banned or not. It is really annoying, though, to have someone lower your accuracy to an nth degree. Hello, Cheetos. Was that Cheetos Man or Cheetos Monster? My brain sort of made up the rest of your name after it disappeared. Anyway, welcome to the stream, Cheetos Man. Made another Pidgey Faint. And it occurs to me I should probably be leveling up the rest of my team, but... And the grind begins. Welcome to our Pokemon Center. I will heal your Pokemon. Yes, do that. Cheetos and Squirp. Thank you for waiting. We've restored your Pokemon to full health. Hope to see you again. Oh, I meant to switch it. I meant to switch Pokemon around in my party first. I got a little carried away. I mean, I guess I could do a singular Pokemon run. I mean, the way the game's designed, you pretty much could just grind up one Pokemon and ultimately win. I need to look up the heart and see. I see your sign, John GBA. Oh no, well, yes, I am using emulator on Android, but this is actually My Boy, as it actually has link support for new games. It's a nice touch. You can old-fashioned multiplayer. Like if you use Wi-Fi Direct and My Boy, you can actually connect two devices directly, like DS wireless style. Just tie a rope between both Game Boys with the length of the GBA cable, and you can replicate the good old days. Yeah, it probably does look exactly the same, but this isn't. This is in fact My Boy. You can see the notification right there, as well as the. Oh, don't pull that down again. Stop that. As well as the link options right there. Oh, I'm using this app right here, Gusher, to stream. I also mean to be using this other app, QICR, to look at the chat, but as you can see, none of your messages are in there. So I'll have to take a look at that. It worked when I was talking on other people's streams, so I don't know what's up there. No, it's not connected to the computer. It's actually just streaming via my data connection. I would highly recommend against doing this over data if you don't have unlimited data, or trying to do it from a house in the middle of the country with poor connection. Yeah, if you look at some of my old highlights, I was playing on the computer then, but life kind of gets in the way of some things. Yeah, so pretty much what you're seeing is my entire screen. Unfortunately, the stream app doesn't allow me to do like fancy layouts or anything, but you gotta make do with it. You gotta try to make. Android, you do need an Android 5 device to do this. In fact, no recording or streaming apps will work without. It is rooted, yes, but this particular app doesn't use the rooted method. It only uses the Android 5 Chromecast exploit to stream. So while it's technically physically possible to stream with a rooted 4 device, just this app won't work with it. In fact, the only app that does gives really horrible quality. I wouldn't even recommend it. I'm trying to remember what that's called, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I think there might. I mean, maybe Android 4.4 can do it. I heard some posts about that because they added Chromecast, but I'm not 100% sure. This app also lets you stream to YouTube, though, since you can, if you can get your hands on it. In fact, my device is actually a budget device. It only costs around $100. The Moto E Gen 2. It's a really cheap way to get in. So it's actually probably a really cheap way to get in this. Oh, Pidgey just fainted because I was only kind of half paying attention. Nah. Oh. Fine, I'll kill you, Eradicate, Rattata. But yeah, rather I'm going see it looks like when I spam be careful because I do have Night Poop Bot on it. I don't know the extent of its anti-spam. I gotta keep track of time too because I need to know when my laundry's done. Yeah, because my connection's so bad at home, I can pretty much only stream while I'm out and about running errands and things. But I might stream actual mobile games at some point, but... Song. I mean, you could try this song apps. I don't think it'll actually do anything. The music you hear is actually just the music the laundromat's playing. If you, assuming you even hear that, I don't actually know. I mean, unless you really think I jacked into the audio of this laundromat. That's what I'd be playing the game audio if I actually had the song list command going. I know that. Dun, 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 na, 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 na. Welcome to our... I guess I didn't actually heal. I'm experiencing the way of Twitch. Yeah, fair enough. I know a handful of things. In fact, I only recently just learned how to make mods, which would have been pretty bad if I had nothing here. Though I do need to. Fortunately, I can at least send things to Twitch, so if someone does harass me, at least I can kick them, even if I can't verify whether they're actually harassing me or not. Yep. Well... yeah, but you're also not trying to, like, do errands and laundry and stuff while you're playing, so... Give me a break. At least I'm doing this quicker. Well, in theory, I'm doing this quicker than Twitch plays Pokemon. I mean, I suppose I could use things like the fast forward button and maybe like experience gain sheets or something, but which technically would actually hurt me in the long run because I'd be getting less EVs by using XP gain sheet. But I'm a nut. I'm one of those people that likes to grind everyone level 10 before I move into the forest. And that's done. Dun, dun, dun. Pyro. Please. The one fun thing to do with your friends when you're playing against them is to have evolved Pokemon and name them, or have Pokemon and just name them after different Pokemon. Just to surprise them when you send them out for the first time. Or hell, even if you have nickname Pokemon, just swap out their nicknames every once in a while when you're battling them so they get them mixed up. Nah, not quite strong enough to take them out by yourself yet. I'm not sure when to end this because I'm going to be walking home towards the end of the stream, and it's basically going to be a matter of when my data connection just kind of finally gives out because my connection sucks at home. It'll be kind of so when the stream does end, it'll be an abrupt end. As much as I hate to do it that way. I lost my train of thought there. How's my battery doing? That's probably another thing that's pretty worth looking at. We got rich in chat. Whatever, like, yeah, blah blah blah. I wish I could set how long the stupid chat messages stayed on my screen. But also wish my chat log worked, so yeah, I'll get that fixed at some point. It'd be dumb if all I need to do was stop and restart the app. Next time I might experiment with the face cam and just I'm gonna try to do that in recording with another app that I record with. It turned out my phone didn't have powerful enough hardware to record and use the webcam at the same time. Oh, and play an intense game like Five Nights at Freddy's. Actually, one thing I should probably do is set text to fast. I normally have, I guess I can set, I'm not sure if stereo actually. Right. No, follow. Yeah, unfortunately. I suppose in theory I could, yeah, I'm actually kind of sad there's no follow notifications too. I mean, I suppose it's technically possible. I could, but I'll probably have to program my own bot to, like, send a text message to my phone or something. Or, you know, write an Android app that makes the actual phone pop up with a notification when someone follows me. I mean, it's physically possible, it's just probably things that people haven't done. Because it's probably a niche market. Yeah, exactly. Action to follow. Because I'm actually kind of sad too that there's no app out there already that does it, but heck, even if I just like made the bot like state there was a follow in the chat, that would be something. My bot. I need to look up how to do my own bot, but I'm not sure there's any way to do that on Android. I mean, there technically is one bot app on Android, but unfortunately it has no password field. So it's kind of useless for Twitch IRC specifically. Like, I'm not sure I'd even want to chat on an IRC that had no password, because that means anyone can log in as anyone's username and just pretend to be anyone. Probably actually catch one of these man keys because I want it for the gym. Oh, how did Bird Jesus miss? One downside though to doing the stream on Android is since only one app can access the mic at the same time, there's no way for me to really be like on TeamSpeak or anything and stream at the same time. Or if you know, if I tried that, but Chair message followed 900. Well, I mean, that's helpful, but if he actually did follow me on the things, it doesn't make you hit follow and unfollow a billion times, wouldn't it? Well, thank you anyone who has followed me. Glad this is at least proven to be some sort of entertainment for you guys. Extremely quick to anger. It can be also one moment and thrashing away the next instant. Oh, I should have made a Zero the Man Key in the group picture instead of Old School Dude on my DeviantArt page. But I need to update my description actually, with links to all my new social media. So yeah, I think I'm gonna name kind of the same thing that didn't show Twitch notes. And that's all the more I got to read before they went away. Like, it'd be better if I wasn't trying to read the messages out loud. I'd be able to read them faster. And Kappa and Kappa Rose and Kappa Claus. Name it Ryan. I'm gonna name him Zero because of the Pokedex description pretty much matches someone else in my YouTube group. If you check out my YouTube channel, you'll if you actually check out my YouTube channel and watch my videos with him in it, you'd understand why I named him my Mankey Zero. Or Zero, I guess, not Zero, but yeah, Zero Fuss. I'll have to look up how to actually spell his full name instead of just the shortened one when I get to the name raider. I can never remember. Makes trying to type in teleport commands awkward in Minecraft. Welcome to our Pokemon Center. We like to hear their Pokemon, blah blah blah. No, Zero. Good. Zero's on my YouTube channel as well as on previous stream. If I could be, I don't know, if you were, if you knew more about my previous video works, you'd completely understand why I named the Mankey Zero. Because the Pokedex entry mentioned Mankey get angry really easily. And pretty much everyone, out of everyone I know on the internet, he pretty much gets the angriest. Not the loudest though. That title goes to Gates, but. As I catch even more Pokemon and run out of ideas, I'll probably start actually taking advice on what to name Pokemon from the chat. But early on, I'm just like trying to make some sort of headway on this initial grinding session that I always do when I play Pokemon. I mean, there's like, you know, over 150 of the damn things. I'm not going to come up with 150 nicknames. Oh damn! I didn't put it in all caps. Because grammar in the Pokemon world dictates that you put all proper nouns in all caps. Strat. And Zero had a better nickname. Zero had a better nickname. Oh. Zero fainted. Oh, I'm sending right that I don't intend on using out. That's gonna be a waste of XP. Oh. I like how they actually kept Ratta's butt in the frame. Okay. I can't have my running boots right now. I know they fixed that in later games, but ooh. What is making that loud noise? Probably one of the washers, but it didn't start till like a few seconds ago, so I'm not sure what's up there. Hope you can still hear me. 5 minutes, I'm gonna have to go check out my laundry and move into the dryer. Fortunately, this laundromat has a secret where some of the dryers actually charge less than the rest. I assume it's because they're closer to the heating elements that actually cost them less money to dry your clothes out of those specific dryers. To push the fast forward button or to not push the fast forward button? That is the question. There has no... Yeah. I put Rat 10 in the PC too. I guess the reason why I'm playing the Game Boy Advance ones or the DS ones, which I could do too, is mainly because the Game Boy Advance ones have link support. So later I can play like Pokemon like Emerald or something, and if I actually beat the games in both of them, I can do a final battle between both my games. Or no, or maybe I can play stream one set of Pokemon games and then only record and upload the other one, and then just do battles between the two on occasion. I don't know. I'll think of something. What I want. Someone's PC. But I just want to dump my Pokemon on, because I just want to stick my Pokemon in some random PC I do not know who they are. Also, why would it say someone's? Like, I understand you're supposed to not know who Bill is yet, but like, how does the internet work here that you don't need some sort of name or IP to connect to their computer? You could just randomly log into anyone's computer without knowing who they are. Yeah. Virgie. I better go check out my laundry here. I should have rearranged the buttons so I can play this with one hand. Probably do that by the time the next stream starts so I can play it with one of my hands full. Right now I can only push A and B and I can't push the diagonal. So I just can't release. Go, you. Done. Virgie's defense fell. Use tackle again. Hasn't much. Better keep track of my battery too. Also, I got some sort of note on Tumblr. It's nice I still get the notifications in my bar even when I turn off the little pop-up things. I'm always kind of worried. I was kind of worried about that before. Ellie. I don't know what Ellie is. That's like some form of saying hello. Hope so. Just sit back and watch. Yeah. Oh, hello. Okay, that makes sense. Forgive me if I miss anything you say. Can't read it. Except my chat, like my actual chat client, which is supposed to log everything everyone's saying, isn't quite working at the moment. So if I don't catch your on-screen chat message is pretty much gone for me. I gotta move laundry, but I'm gonna at least do you a favor and switch Pokemon so you don't have to listen to the beeping before I start not interacting with the game. So I'm gonna be kind of coming and going from my screen here, so bear with me. Although feel free to talk amongst yourself in chat, you don't have to talk to me directly. See, triggering another battle here. Try to keep this going as much as I can, while I'm still doing laundry, just because I want to be, for no reason, because I want to kind of be done leveling these guys up. See if I can find a driver that's not out of order. Hope the other cheap one is taken. Fight. Oh. Amazing scratch. Oh. Because I was only pushing the A button, that's why. Let me move these numbers, at least my default. That one being lazy, that's the one I use. Okay, here we go. 25 cents. Hello, Image70. Well, I hope you wouldn't be watching someone stream a game you didn't like or love. This game represents the last generation that I was actually better than my brother at Pokemon. Once I got to actually play with him again, he pretty much learned what Ivies and Eevees were, and then I couldn't keep up with him. Yeah. Thought I was back, but when I was 6, I got a Game Boy. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I've technically been playing Pokemon since Gen 1, but I wasn't really old enough to understand how the games work until this generation. Before this, I was literally just like following guides and spamming the A button, only leveling up one Pokemon on my team and doing other things. There's also one time where I tried to beat Brock with only a Pikachu, and I literally like ultimately lost. You know, obviously, but I was just too young to understand the game mechanics. Plus, I think I've probably learned. No, in all fairness, the show's a little deceitful. Ash purposely sends out Pokemon that are weak against whoever he's fighting all the time. Something about your brother. Didn't quite catch the rest of that. Oh. I was turned away from the screen. Sorry, dude. I swear I have an app that's supposed to help with that, but it's just not working right now. I had to say I started Pokemon Red. Yeah. Actually, I started with Pokemon Red and Yellow, and I actually played my dad had downloaded a pirated ROM of Gold and Silver a year before it came out, before we actually bought it, because that was back when they actually took a year to translate the game between release dates. And at the time before Pokemon Gold and Silver came out, there was actually like a fan translation that like translated like the first half of the Johto portion of the game already. It's pretty impressive considering the time frame, and so it's kind of weird. Like instead of saying super effective, if it's very effective, instead of saying it's not very effective, it's like that didn't do much or something like that. I think it was a literal translation, and they hadn't actually looked into how things were written in the first game. But I guess to be fair, there was only 2 generations to look at the time, and one of them hadn't been translated quite yet. So yeah, so I actually, yeah, 3DS one. The one thing worth noting though is that in the original versions of the game, the 3DS. Actually, I really appreciate a lot of things they did in the 3DS version to reduce grinding with like the whole EXP show. It was like the best thing they could have done in the game. As well as they reduced the amount of grinding you have to do by giving you super training, so you don't longer have to grind EVs either. So overall, they just reduced the overall grind of the games. Which was nice, plus having global trading. I don't like the fact that he did Pokemon Box, because that means when the servers are shut down, we will no longer be able to transfer Pokemon from the DS to the 3DS versions of the game. Thus creating 2 generational gaps where we can't trade or upgrade or transfer our Pokemon from. Or who knows, I think I'm faster just on the count that I'm a Pidgey. And anyway, I have a Pidgey. I'm not the Pidgey. This is not Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. God. Seriously, having a multitask fail here when I'm trying to do multiple things here. Once I'm actually out of the laundromat, I'll be more focused on playing, since I won't be actively doing laundry. What do you do? You dare take incest? Oh, a Pokemon I haven't got yet. I'm not sure if I would, considering I don't know since I can't look up the chat, I can't tell the whole context of your conversation, but I think that's what you said. Do I dare take incest? I did play Ingress, the other game, and it seemed interesting. But I hope. No. I hope like the way I would make Pokemon Go is you could literally walk anywhere and catch Pokemon, and basically like they have Pokemon. A pool is a list of the Pokemon that could possibly appear, and have a different pool of Pokemon based on a number of factors. So there's Pokemon you can catch when it's raining, regardless of where you are. And there's some Pokemon you catch when it's sunny, regardless of where you are. But then there's also some Pokemon that are limited by location, regardless of the weather and regardless of the time. There's some Pokemon you can always catch when it's day, regardless of whether you are in the weather. And there's some Pokemon you catch when it's night, regardless of the. So there's always a variety of Pokemon you catch no matter where you are. keep in mind it's hypothetical. It's how I would program the game, not how the game's going to be or anything like that. But yeah, that's just how I would do it. And if I were doing it, I would make the battle system just the game's battle system, and even make it like the 3DS games. In fact, in theory, the hardware is there. You could make Android connect to the DS directly, because the DSs just connect to each other with Wi-Fi, much like Android's Wi-Fi Direct. So it is hard from a hardware standpoint. It is perfectly possible for them to make Pokemon Go compatible with the 3DS games and let you battle directly with the system. So if they did, yeah, I hope they don't mess it up too. But we'll see. I'm 100% confident it won't be lame. Just I think the worst they'd do is they just make it okay and not great. But there was at least some rumor where they said, well, well, they actually said there's going to be some form of connectivity with the 3DS game. What that connectivity is, no one knows. It could just be like, you can get a legendary if you sync your game, or it could be full compatible battling. Who knows? But there will be connectivity with the official games of some form. But I just going to create a fourth. You do know that I love how we make fun of the inanimate object Pokemon when Gen 1 had its fair share of, inanimate object Pokemon, and we're not upset about it. Like, the fact that, Magneton is in the game, or, Muck, a Pokemon that's literally just sludge. Like, the Pokemon we complain about newer gens, like, there's Pokemon like them that exist in Gen 1, and like, you try drawing like 150 different imaginary animals and try to make every one awesome. Okay, to be fair, they had a whole team of people, but I mean, at the same time, though, it's hard. It's hard to do all that, though. I'm still upset there's no Platypus Pokemon, though. They need to get on that. Platypus Pokemon. He'd be a water ground type like Mudkip, obviously. Yeah. Have they made a pure dragon type yet? Because last time I checked, there'd only all the dragons in the game are impure, like Dragon Flying or Dragon Fire or Dragon something else. I'm not sure there's a pure dragon type in the game. Which I suppose that makes sense. Dragons would be kind of OP if their only weakness was ice, a type that's very uncommon. Well, no, I guess that's not true because there's some Pokemon that can learn ice moves that aren't ice types themselves. So, scratch that theory. But plus, dragons are weak against dragon type moves. That was a whole paragraph of text, and I couldn't read it in the 1 second it gives me to read the text. It'll be so much better once I can, once I get the chat client working, and I can actually look up messages after they disappeared. Dragons eat themselves. I suppose they do. Dragons are cannibals. The cannibalistic dragons.
joking. Thank you. I just
Uh,
want it.
yeah,
Cheers, Mayor.
yeah. I mentioned. I'm trying to think of what this probably. I mean, I don't know if it was like.
Maybe a shirt.
Shirt, yeah.
Maybe a jacket. I don't know.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Thank you.
Oh, we never gone?
Yeah. I mean,
I was over there yesterday. I seen Victoria. Victoria. She was like, she got off at 7, but she was there till like 10 o'clock last night. She was not on the clock. I was like, what the fuck is she doing there?
yeah.
Please. I guess the email messed up account or something. I don't know.
Who knows? Hey, you too. Started talking with someone. Okay, I missed anything you guys just said because I was talking to someone who was right in front of me. And sorry if I prioritized talking with someone who's in person before people on the internet. But don't act like I won't know what you said later. I think the problem was they didn't cook the magic carp first. Or didn't, like, descale it. Like, though, if Magikarp's skin scales are so hard, why don't they have a higher defense stat? Me too. RC. Yeah, good luck. Good luck with that one. Honestly, Arceus doesn't look very good at all. It'll be like I'm. Okay, well maybe it would taste good, but it wouldn't be like it wouldn't be very much. Like you'd still be hungry afterwards because it's all like thin because it has to keep its regal status. Actually, I'm surprised I haven't seen a single Nidoran male or female. I mean, I wasn't necessarily going for them, but usually I see at least one or two of them by the time I'm done getting to level 10. Pokemon fit in a tiny... What? I assume you're referring to the Pokeball. I didn't read the second line. Text on my screen. So even if I can't read all your messages, it is encouraging that you are talking. So I do appreciate it regardless. I'm going to use low kick just because I want to catch it and I don't want to immediately kill it. Oh, there goes that plan. Looks like a normal... Ooh. Yeah. That's harsh. Should have figured there was some goofy weather, some really bad weather going on. I mean, I'm in Ohio, so we get the aftermath of every natural disaster. And by that I mean, not everyone, but the aftermath of every storm. We get like the storm's leftovers. That's Iron 2. Oh, let's eat Fork's Pokemon. And it's no problem to see. Actually, if you were to eat a grass type, would you be eating meat or vegetable? Or fruit? Like, would a Bellsprout constitute as, more meat or veggie? Like, how would that work? Like, how would vegetarianism work if the plants are Pokemon too? These are questions that need answers. I guess the plus side to all the washers are running is that you can hardly hear the copyrighted music. I can hear the man-key meat. Haha. Oh, why do you keep doing that? Well, actually, the locate might actually be more. Yeah, I suppose we won't know because it's too low in health. Hard to one-eye fruit. Okay. I suppose the only reason why I'm kind of I'm always neglected to play Gen 1 and 2 is that you can't transfer your Pokemon up from 2 to 3. That's always the thing that's always kind of turned me off. That and the engines are kind of slow-paced. Great games, great storylines, but the engine's definitely improved since the Gen 1 days. Eating meat as grass. As far as my streaming schedule, it's literally on a whenever I can basis. I guess the best way to know for sure is just to follow them. I mean, this time is the time I can only stream on my days off because between working. Actually, come think of it, I might actually be on my way to work. So who knows? I'll see what I can do, but I can make no promises. The reason why I haven't really done Twitch up till this point is because I can't keep a consistent schedule. But you can always check out my YouTubes. I always have videos up on at least Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 o'clock my time. Which it's 4:48 now, so I actually have one up on my YouTube in like 10 minutes, probably in the middle of the stream. I think it's a Minecraft Citycraft video today. Also, I'm gonna be AFK, so bear with me. I might not see your messages for a little bit here. Keyword. Okay, now I'm out. Now I'm out of that laundromat. So now if I'm not being particularly responsive, it's because I'm trying to walk home and cross the street and do other things. One downside to this method of streaming is if someone texts, it's going to show up it might show up. Like I'd have to temporarily end the stream to respond back so you're not reading my private messages. Damn traffic flag. Alright, well, I'll see you next time whenever it is. I also highly recommend following the people I'm following because I'm on a lot of their streams too. At least most of them. Obviously, I'm not on Jay Witt's stream. Though that would be something, though, wouldn't it? But especially Jenna, who I'm following. Definitely follow her because I'm frequently on TeamSpeak with her while she's streaming. Scratch. So now I'm on my way home. So the stream will pretty much last until I've successfully walked far enough away from this. Well, the stream will also end abruptly if it starts raining because I won't be able to play the game in the rain because the rain will interfere with the touchscreen. There's a nice lovely rainbow though. I wish I could kept the face cam open. Well, actually the rainbow one. I didn't see that message. Sorry. I was too busy looking at the rainbow. Oh yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna stream on a whenever I can basis. I was probably should consider buying one of these portable battery packs, shouldn't I? At some stage. I wrote Left for Cake and found a guy who, what? Oh, you'll get the actual URL if you type in like youtube.com/c/Left for Cake, you'll get it. Also, Nightbot should have posted it at some point, though I guess I realize now that I should have made Nightbot post more often. The guy with goats. Funny. But, oh god. Oh, that's right, the YouTube channel link in the description won't go to my YouTube channel anymore because I didn't update it after my channel got wiped and I had to start it over. But, yeah, if you go to youtube.com/c/Left4Cake, you'll get to it. And once you're on my channel, you could also check out the people I have in my channels list on the side there. You'll also see a bunch of channels I have recorded videos with. So I'm not just on my own channel, I'm also on like Old School's channel and Zero's, and we've done things together. Like my channel, but yeah, I used to have a lot more videos on YouTube, but like I said a few seconds ago, my channel got wiped because I accidentally left myself logged in at some computer at some stage, which is really dumb, but I don't know why people have to. Sending stupid messages to my friends is one thing, but I don't see why they felt the need to delete my stuff. But on the plus side, I'll use all the lessons I've learned from my first channel and make this channel even better than it was last time. And I won't have the weight of my really poor quality early videos holding me back anymore. No, I suppose it's possible in the long run they actually helped me out inadvertently. Oop. Yep, it's starting to rain. So, looks like the stream will end when it rains so much I can no longer control my game. Fortunately, most of the screen doesn't include the controls. In fact, the rain somehow missed my controls up to this point. But, yeah, get some of this off. Yeah. Oh, once the stream ends, I'll continue to grind off screen, so at least you don't have to sit here and watch me do this the entire time. Oh, Mankey's already, no. Zero is already level 10. Crossing the street, crossing the street, crossing the street, crossing the street. Alright. Here we go, now to pyro up. I really need to get a Moga controller that would enable me to play a lot longer since on rainy days like this, but at the same time too, that would also kill my battery slightly more because it has to have Bluetooth on. I mean, I do technically have a PlayStation controller, but then I'd have to hold the controller in one hand and the phone in the other. Which would technically work, but it makes me look like more like a dork. At least right now, when I'm holding my phone and talking into it in public, it just looks like I'm talking on the phone. Talking on my phone and texting at the same time. Actually, I guess what I'm doing is really ambitious. I'm trying to run a YouTube channel and a Twitch and a DeviantArt all entirely from my phone. My some sort of crazy nut or what? Yeah. I wish I remembered when my next day off was. Oh well. Actually, with them switching me to day shift, that means I'll be walking to work around this time. Which I gotta be careful with. You didn't find it. Hold on, I'll type it into the window, because even though the chat app's not good for receiving the messages, I can still send the messages just fine. w.youtube.com/c/left for yes, I have been streaming this from my phone the whole time. Well, do you think I just play? Yes, actually, yeah, just no PC at all, just my phone, straight to Twitch. You can see the, I get rid of that thing, but you can see the app I'm using, like right there. Goosher is the app I'm using to broadcast. I mean, what, do you think I actually have all this background noise from the computer office? Actually, Wonder if the reason why I'm not receiving messages is because of... Oh, damn, I missed that message. Totally missed it. I looked up and then it was gone. Yeah, but I wonder if the fact that I'm retrieving the messages in the stream is interfering with the IRC client's ability to receive them. Like, I might have to log into my Twitch chat via another account or something. Which I did create the bot for cake account, so I guess the bot for cake account could really just be my spying eye into the chat or something. It would be a solution. Well, the app I'm using to play this is called My Boy, which because of the way United States laws are written when it comes to digital, all digital media, if you own it, it's perfectly alright. It's perfectly legal to have a digital copy of anything you physically own. The law was originally written. Well, yes, it is a GBA game, but I guess you're right. It is a GBA game, but the app is My Boy right there. Man, it's hard to keep up with these messages with this format. Well, I'm on Android, so I mean, my app select is a bit different, but if you do ever get an Android device, I highly recommend this app, because My Boy is the only app I found on Android that supports link support between two players. Now, there's a free version, a pay-for version, and the free version does be illegal. No, if you own the game, at least in the United States, it is legal to play the game in any format. Because the way the law is written is that when you buy a digital product, you're not actually buying the cartridge, you're buying a license to play one copy of it. So if you own one copy of the game, it's legal for you to play on the ROM. If you own two copies of a game, it's legal for you to let someone else play it on your ROM while you're also playing it on a different machine, I guess. As long as you're not... I don't know how Canadian law is written. I don't know how Canadian law is written, but I'm not a Canadian lawyer, but well, I would be lying if I said I've never downloaded a ROM for a game I don't own. But in this case, I pretty much own every Pokemon game anyway, just because I like Pokemon. I mean, I've owned every game since. I've owned this game since it was the generation that was out. In fact, I mentioned earlier that my dad, when I was too young to know how computers really worked, had downloaded Pokemon Gold and Silver a year before it came out in the US. So I was actually already playing the game before it was out for my country. I can't read Japanese, but there was like there was a translation patch for it that was already out that translated a large chunk of the game. Not 100% sure, but I think we actually had a fully English instruction manual before the games actually came out. I'm not sure. That doesn't seem right, but that's how I'm remembering it. Like, I'm actually questioning my memory. It decided to not actually rain, so I'll be able to play this a little bit longer until my data connection just finally decides to quit. I'm going. I really have to pay attention to where I'm walking right now, so sorry if I'm missing any messages. I don't want to be staring at my phone screen while I'm crossing the street. Anyway, here we go. And part of the reason why I chose to play Pokemon out of all the games I could play is because it's a turn-based game, so I can actually play it and continue to walk. And I do really like Pokemon. I think ding, ba-da-da. Dun, dun. Based on the amount of energy I have, I probably should end the stream now just because I'm starting to talk less when I'm not being prompted. Oh, slow connection. That probably actually is my cue to stop this, but still connected to 4G at least, so there's that. That's the reason why I'm only streaming at like 320p instead of HD, because even though I probably could, I mean, my phone's perfectly capable of handling the HD stream, just my connection isn't. I mean, there were several Wi-Fi connections I could have connected to throughout my walk, but still, that would require actually staying in one place, which was the way to suppress that. Like, I mean, I don't mind it notifying me it's slow connection, but I wish it did it in a much smaller, more discreet icon. Unfortunately, my phone doesn't have an LED light or anything, so it can't flash it red when the connection's slow or something. So anyway, I'm gonna say goodbye now, even though I'm gonna keep streaming until my connection actually does die. But for the sake of saying goodbye before I get disconnected, I'm saying goodbye now. Just so that I have a proper goodbye to. Just so I can say I said goodbye properly before stream ends. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna stream again. Like I said, I'm doing this on like I've said on the stream, I'm doing this on a whenever I can basis. Hopefully I get better at not repeating myself later on, but I'm like putting on some serious multitasking gloves here, trying to walk around and do the stream at the same time. As you can hear by the constant cars driving by me, I'm not even sure you can hear me when they're driving by because I have no way of knowing what the other end of the stream sounds like, because as you can see my whole interface right here. Like, there's nothing outside what you're seeing at all. Really like to cross the street here because I need to go. I'm on the left side of the street, I need to go right, but these cars keep coming by. This is a very serious hill I'm walking on too that I have to walk on every day. So those walks could hike. I'm losing a lot of weight. It was good because I was overweight. Ooh. And the Pidgey's level 10 too, so. Yeah. All the Pokemon I actually intend on using are level 10. actually be a good spot to end it. But who knows? Later tonight, if Jenna is streaming, I'll probably join her team speak. So if anyone's still watching this, go into my profile, follow. I think her name is like Jenna Mag something or another. She'll be the one I'm following that has a female Minecraft skin as her avatar. And if you follow her, if she starts streaming later, I'll probably be on her stream. For at least a little bit. I need to update my information down below too, so that you can actually subscribe to me on like YouTube and stuff as well, and watch me on DeviantArt and all that other stuff. But I don't even know if anyone's still watching, because I have no way to check. Could be just talking to myself. And even the chat client was working. It's only good for telling you who was on the stream and you immediately joined it. It won't tell you when people come and go. Plus, not to mention the fact that I have to take up the whole screen and pause the game and even check that stuff. But yeah, so if anyone's watching and don't know, this entire stream's been done from my phone. To continue to be redundant. Redundant. Dun, 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 dun. Solo commentary is really hard. Especially when you're doing a grind fest. I'm still streaming, right? And I'm still broadcasting. Whether or not Twitch is receiving on the other end is anyone's guess, really. Well, from my perspective, it's anyone's guess. You would know whether or not you're watching me or not, wouldn't you? Well, I mean, you might not be watching me on Twitch, you might be watching me on YouTube. Which I'll have as much of this as I can on YouTube. Once it's done. In fact, I might do the thing where I split into 15-minute parts and make a thumbnail. I don't know what the best way to devolve this. Yeah, I can't even think now. Yes, you can hear cars passing by, because I am actually outside walking home while doing this stream. I can probably hear the wind too, but it probably sounds like I'm in some sort of wind tunnel some of the time. Sorry that this isn't the most high quality stream out there, but that's what I can do at the moment until life allows me to accommodate myself better. Yes, I am in fact walking and playing. It's why I'm playing a turn-based game and not like a real-time game. Because I can just see right here, like I just push tackle twice, I don't have to do anything, it keeps going without me. Yeah, I'm painted. Push A one more time. There we go. And I mean, I can see where my feet, like you can see the ground while I'm walking, because I've texted and walked enough to have learned how to avoid stepping in things while I'm looking at my phone screen. But I definitely, you will notice that whenever I'm crossing the street or anything, that nothing happens on screen, because I'm not dumb enough to try to actually interact with my game while I'm crossing the street. I do keep talking though, just because, you know, whatever. But we live in a day and age where pretty much everyone's learning how to multitask thanks to computers and stuff. So I mean, Though admittedly, right now the whole walking and playing thing is kind of taking its toll on that. All I'm mentally capable of doing at this point, like an hour into my stream, is walk around this patch of grass and push A to do tackle. Like, I can't really concentrate in the game enough to do more at this point, since I'm kind of reaching the end of how long I intend on to be streaming. Because pretty soon I'm going to walk into a dead zone and not be, well, not really a dead zone, but just 4G less. A place where there's only 3G, not 4G, and I won't have enough of a good enough connection to continue streaming. But plus I'm actually really good at picking up on things based on hearing too. Like, I hear, like, every single car that's passed by me I've heard. Plus I'm not literally walking in the road too, which also helps. Even though there's no sidewalks, that kind of sucks, but still. If you're interested, though, I am pretty much. It's amazing what all you can actually do just straight on your phone. Like, you can in fact run an entire YouTube channel on your phone these days. Just because, I mean, there's plenty of apps that let you draw things on your phone, and there's even a version of Photoshop that you can use that's just about fully featured for the thumbnail making. And pretty much the only thing you can't really do on your phone is the annotations. But thanks to the new YouTube cards, you can include links to other videos that way via using the desktop version of the website on your phone. But combine that with the studio apps and apps like KindMaster let you edit videos on your phone. I mean, and with phones processing getting more and more powerful each and every passing year, I mean, who knows? Pretty soon there might be a wave of people doing Let's Play channels and streams all entirely from their phone. In fact, I could even have a webcam up, but I just don't because my phone's cheap and I'm afraid the game or broadcasting software will crash if I try to run the camera due to the lack of processing power. Though, of course, I was playing a more powerful game at the time when I had that happen, and I was also recording and not streaming, so maybe I'm being a little paranoid. I really wish, though, I put all my buttons on one side of the screen now so I can play this one-handed at least, which probably will have adjusted by the time I stream again. Whenever that is. I'm just rambling. I'm a rambler, I'm a gambler, I'm a long way from home. And if you don't like me, then leave me alone. I'll eat when I'm hungry, I'll sleep when I'll drink when I'm dry. And if moonshine don't kill me, I'll live till I die. And that song's not copyrighted, so I can sing that one as much as I want. Because it's a really, 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 really old song from like medieval times, I think. Though that doesn't automatically mean I can start using other people's recordings of it, because their recordings will have been recorded a year ago and they'll own the rights to their specific recording of it. But I could play it myself and then not have to worry about copyright laws at all because it's in public domain. Though there's a chance parts of my Twitch parts of the stream got muted anyway, just because I was in the laundromat playing music earlier. Probably be a lot better if I was playing a game that relied on GPS, but then it'd be giving away exactly where I am, and then also there's not very many phone games that don't rely on some sort of timer system. Also, the only reason why I'm still grinding right now instead of progressing the game is because I'm reaching the end of the stream, and I don't want to be like in the middle of fighting Gary when I end the stream, because that would be kind of awkward. I mean, yes, I can use save states to save in the middle of the battle, but I'd rather just not cut it for the sake of, it's kind of weird doing that. Like, I don't want to be like Dragon Ball Z where, I cut in the middle of the fight and then it takes 5 episodes just to do a fight. Well, grinding's really easy when you're only half paying attention to what you're doing. But then again, though I guess I did beat the Elite Four and Emerald one time just by spamming the A button. I wasn't even paying attention to the screen. I was watching television and I just beat the Elite Four without even knowing it. Which, in some ways, was actually kind of dissatisfying because that means I didn't get to enjoy the fights. Of course, that was Emerald where you could catch a level 75 for Quasar before going into the Elite Four, so. I have a hard time doing it here though because the A button and the B button on the touchscreen, I could be pushing A or B and not realize what I'm touching. Car. Surprised it hasn't started raining yet. That would have really killed the stream if it had started raining because then I wouldn't be able to use my phone. Well, this whole stream footage will be really awkward on YouTube, and I've been repeating myself. I feel like my brain's literally on loop. But this is making my walk home a lot more interesting. I say it's a lot more entertaining than just listening to music. Except that at this point, a lot of people left the stream chat, so now I'm pretty much just talking to myself. Yeah, I guess it would make sense that I'm kind of running out of things to say because when I do video recordings, I usually stop at about this point anyway. So I guess I'm not used to going this long. Oh, my batteries reached the 50% mark, which means I'm probably going to be dying really quick here. As a general thing, electrons like to be equally charged, so your phone actually dies faster the further away from 50% it is. So when it's at 100% and goes to 90, that's faster than 90% going to 80, and that's a little bit faster than 80% going to 70. And then basically closer it is to 50%, the slower your battery dies. And then once it hits 50%, so from 100% it gets slower and it dies slower and slower and slower until it's 50. And then once it's past 50, it dies faster and faster and faster until it's 0. Now, software designers, like the people programming the actual battery icon, try to compensate for this by making the battery meter kind of lie to you a little bit, because you don't really want to know the actual percentage, like the flow of electrons in your battery. All you care about is how long you have until your phone dies. So they try to adjust for this by making the battery lie to you. So they'll say like the further away from 50%, I actually say it's a little bit closer to it than it really is. But that only works to a certain extent because battery makers can't predict what you're doing with your phone at all times and all batteries and makes and, complicated reasons. So, yeah, all that fun stuff. So yeah, I guess I should probably end the stream now just because people are no longer talking and I'm starting to reach the point where my battery is running low and other reasons. Plus it's starting to get dark too. It's a lot harder to play and walk at the same time once it's so dark my phone light's blinding me. So yeah, thanks. Thank you all so much for watching, assuming anyone's still watching. And I shouldn't say I'll see you tomorrow because statistically the odds of that are really low. But I'll see you in the future. So please follow, subscribe, watch, whatever the hell they call it on this website. And I guess subscribing is when you give money to me, which I don't think I'm partnered with Twitch. I'm not sure you can sub to me. Can you sub? Can you subscribe to channels you're not followed with? Because I think there's still the subscriber features that Twitch has. That, huh? That would be a slick move on Twitch's part if you could subscribe to unpartnered channels and they just take 100% of the profit from those ones. Anyway, so see y'all. See y'all in the future. If you have any last minute questions, please ask them now. If you don't, well, whatever. I'll just keep running on and on and on and talk, because that's the whole reason why you watch channels with low view counts, to listen to people talk to themselves, right? But yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you for watching the stream. I'll sing along, even though I probably shouldn't, because my singing's not all that great. And I also have a hard to breathe while singing and doing exercise at the same time. And the stream will be coming to an end really soon, so I hope you enjoyed the stream while I'm singing, despite my bad singing, and I swear background, and my connection is slow once again, I shall end the stream before my phone dies completely. Thank you all. Look for left for a cake on YouTube, and L for cake on Twitter, and left for cake 008 on DeviantArt. Thank you all. See you next time.